Come on, bud. Come with us for houses?
Chicago newlyweds Chris and Ashley are desperate to find a home.
We are currently living at my parents' house in the Chicago suburbs.
Yay.
That's great.
So they're searching for a place of their own in Elmhurst, Illinois. But getting these two opinionated attorneys to agree on a place won't be easy.
This kitchen is nice.
Is it? It's very soft.
Yeah, Chris, we're not gonna keep this carpeting.
Formal dining room area.
Yeah. Why do we have to keep it formal?
Why do we have china, Chris, if we can't use it on a nice table?
Chris and Ashley, they're lawyers. So of course they like to argue with each other. They're never gonna agree on anything.
They eventually come to terms on a place, and renovations begin.
Yeah.
But between potentially toxic issues
Is this black mold?
and their strong opinions about everything,
You like it?
getting to the finish line won't be easy. But if they make it, they'll wind up with a stunning new home.
It's been a lot of hard work, but it's so worth it. It all paid off big time.
A lot of carpeting.
Not bad.
What? What is not bad about this?
Well, it's carpet, so that's cool.
Oh my God, it's
Hopefully it's
so-
not terrible.
So
Look at
gross.
these big, nice, bright windows.
Loving the windows.
It's nice though, I mean, for being, for how old the house is, how open concept it actually is.
Right.
You know, you have this flow through here.
To the
Kind of surprised.
formal dining room
Yeah.
area.
Why do we have to keep it formal? Can't this just be like our everyday table?
Why do we have china, Chris, if we can't use it on a nice table?
Chris and Ashley, they're lawyers. They argue for a living. So of course they like to argue with each other. They're never gonna agree on anything.
Okay, so this deck is actually supporting the third floor. Usually what would happen is the house would be supporting itself in its own right, and the porch would just be here. But that's not what happened here, and that's a problem.
I'm sad and a little angry because, you know, as a professional engineer, like, you do it right, otherwise you lose your license. The floor could fall in, and I'm like, what engineer in their right mind would have done that?
The resolution, in order to be code compliant, we're gonna have to rebuild that third floor to shore it up and get it connected to your house.
So, okay.
Okay, so what that means for a visual is there will be a couple-day period where you walk in this house and you look up and you'll be looking at the sky. There'll be no floor, there'll be no walls, there'll be no roof.
What's the economic damage here?
$40,000.
We don't have that.
I mean, we might have to think about scrapping the whole thing, which would be pretty rough.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
But they've just arrived at the house to find that last night's storm has soaked the entire project.
Oh no! Okay, well, my foot's wet.
What's up, Chris?
Good morning. How are you?
Hi.
I think I'm doing better than this house is.
Obviously, yeah, we're delayed right now.
It rained last night. That's a problem because we don't have a roof. There's water everywhere.
Come on in.
Does the water affect the?
The integrity of the wood?
Yeah, like,
no,
okay.
it does not.
So yikes, because we have to be out of our condo in about 6 weeks.
I know.
And
That would have been fine on the original deadline, but I think we're
a little
what,
bit
10
behind, so we're
weeks?
figuring about 10 weeks right now.
My grandma lives about 30 miles west. She doesn't know this yet, but we might be moving in with her.